All right, I thought today was a good work day. Guys came out, they had energy, they had purpose, really trying to push to another level in correcting some of the issues that have shown up, whether it's communication, technique, fundamentals. Making sure that as a football team we're continuing to grow. I thought we had good work and some good physicality that showed up today. Obviously, Tuesday installing game plan, different looks, things that we might see, but also just preparing and getting better at all things that we might that might show up. And so I thought our guys had a good approach. We continuing to work to be better than what we've been, and that is the expectation come Saturday. That's the demand we're putting on ourselves. And it starts in your preparation. It starts in what you do in the meeting room, how you can transition that out to the field. You had a few mistakes that showed up where we got to be better, we got to be more focused, we got to continue to communicate at a higher level. But I thought our guys, the mindset was well as they hit the field today.
Brock Lynn seemed like he had a good practice today. What kind of growth have you seen from him? You kind of hope to see him play this week.
Well, I mean, he's I think Brock's worked at a high level. Obviously he was injured and missed 3 or 4 weeks, but he was very involved in all things that we were doing meeting wise, controlling all the things that he could control in that time, and I think he got better through it. But I see growth, and I mean he's a very talented young man. He's got great ability. Obviously he's got to be ready for whenever his number is called, and be able to go out there and execute. So he's preparing just like every week, and if his number doesn't get called, he's got to show up.
Not Brock, but the team as a whole, like game 11, week 12. What does growth look like right now at this point?
I mean it's incremental steps. Whatever every player has an issue. All coaches have issues of things that we need to improve upon, where we can be more efficient. We can, obviously be more productive in what we're being asked to do. And so you try to pinpoint that, and it's really no different than week one. I mean, you as a coaching staff, we got a better sense of where our guys and who our guys are, but it's still, none of us were perfect on Saturday, and there's a lot of areas that we need to be able to improve. And for me, the biggest thing, are we hearing and seeing and taking ownership of the issue, the mistake, or just the area of improvement? And then are we seeing the application? And that's what's most important for me. If somebody's not getting in a very good stance and we address it, we hit on it, that's something we talk about, and then they come out here to go to practice and we don't see an improved stance, then, well, we're not doing a very good job. And those are these guys have a career in front of them. And it's not just in football, which I hope many of these guys get to play for a long time. If they're not focused on the details, if they're not continuing to get better in that, you're giving somebody an opportunity to pass them by. And that's what we have, that consistent standard and objective to get better at all those things.
Is this really where you need to see leadership from the players?
I mean, yeah, you want to see that grow throughout the course of the year. It's not, but guys have, when you've earned respect through what you've done throughout the course of the season, then you need to take advantage of that. You have a responsibility. We all have a responsibility in what we need to do, and we're accountable to each other for the investment we make. But when it comes to guys that have earned the right and earned the trust of their teammates, well, if you see something that is maybe not to the standard or where it can be better, encourage that. And you continue to want more, and that's something that's big for all of us. And I think that's for our players, that is where those leaders can emerge and really help take us to another level.
For some of the seniors, do you think it's starting to hit on that Saturday could be the last time they play at Doak ever?
Well, Saturday will be the last time they play at Doak ever for all the seniors. So yeah, it's it's real. And we spend a lot of time, we focus in the moment, but there's also a lot of talk about maximizing opportunity. And for these guys that have got to represent this university, for the guys that have got a chance to play in that stadium, so many wonderful players, so many great performances, but knowing that this is the last one, I mean, it's special. And it's one that, we talked a lot this week about respect. I mean, you respect this game, you respect the journey you've been on, you respect the people you get to do it with and do it against. But it's It's been impressive. It's been impressive to see these guys and what they've been able to do, and we need to respect that and go play better than we've ever played in that stadium.
Sam Singleton, somebody that can help out maybe at this point.
Man, he's getting really close. I mean, we've got a great group of running backs. I've been pleased with the growth. Keziah's done some really good things throughout the year. I mean, obviously, Rodney Hill, I think, has got an unbelievable future in front of him. Trey and LT. CJ Campbell, was coming off a little bit of an injury. So, but Sam is. I mean, he is pushing and he's taking advantage of every day, every week. You've really seen some tremendous growth, and I think he's got a real chance to be a great player. And he is. We were excited about him when we signed him, and he's been every bit of what we thought, and maybe even more. He's in a really good room, and I think it's you're seeing that progression and ready to take another step.
I feel like you're a little bit superstitious. You're going to let us talk to your snapper. I feel like. I guess how.
What? Is this from the people?
No, this is just an observation. It feels like you talked about when people don't know the name of your long snapper, your holder. Like it's a good thing.
His name's James Rosenberry. I love it. Like I talked about him the other day in the press conference, and I said he got to break the rock, or not break the rock. Alex broke the rock, but he was the player of the week because he does a dang good job. So where are we going with it? Are you asking a question?
No, it's just you feel that confident about how consistent he's been and how much you appreciate what he's done for the program.
Absolutely. I mean that's and I'm not superstitious when it comes. I like routine. I like things that you do certain ways. But I mean, you go play the game and you get better and you do your job to a high level. And I mean, that's one of the best deep snappers not just college football. I think he's one of the best deep snappers out there. And I tell him, and if he has a moment where it's not as good as it needs to be, I also tell him that too. But he pushes, he works, he invests to an elite level, and that's why you can be confident in the moment. You don't get caught up. Oh my goodness! Don't say this or don't do that or whatever. Go be you, and that's what it's. Whether it's snapper, quarterback, football team in general, we're not timid when it comes to that. You go be better, and that's where these guys they bring the right mindset and approach. But yes, that's why he's talking today because he's dang good.
We're good.
Let's go.
Thanks, Mike. It's not. Then I don't want to talk.